Hello, my name is Byron Apetagon. I am a teacher and a school counselor at HBO here in Norway House. Today is Aboriginal Day and we are celebrating many traditional activities at HBO today. We are in a Teepee, and Teepee is a dwelling that was used on a temporary basis in the prairies and the plains people. The Crees, the Saw, and those people, and they moved around a lot, so they had to have a temporary shelter where they could sleep and be with their families on hunting trips. See, long ago people migrated and they moved with animals like the buffalo, so they couldn't stay in one place too long because the buffalo moved from one area to the other. And the original teepees were made from buffalo skins. And I was told and I learned that the plains people had these long poles, and in the prairies you can't really find long poles, so they kept them for years and years, and they kept them really well because so they could travel with them. Sometimes they used these logs on dogs, they had dog travois or horse travois, and the horses would pull them and they put their supplies, equipment on the travois. And the teepees were quite heavy because they were animal skins. Most of the teepees that we have are used in ceremonies. They have about 24 poles. Each pole represents our values as Native people, things that are important to us, that make us Native people, proud Aboriginal people. Those are the values we are celebrating today on Aboriginal Day. Each pole represents things that we have in our lives. For example, one of these poles represents love, kindness, caring, humility, respect, and the list goes on. We have 24 of those. The teepee represents our mother, because when we are born inside our mothers, and this dwelling inside here represents our mom, our mothers, because it gives us warmth, gives us care, gives us all those values mothers give to us from the time we were babies to the time we get old. And there's two flaps which open the door at the apex of the teepee here. This is where people used to build fires in the center where they cook their meals or to keep warm on cold nights, and the smoke would rise and go out. And also when they prayed, they put medicines into the fire, and the smoke and the medicines would go out in their prayers. We have two flaps here which represent our mother's arms to welcome us, to welcome the new day, new time, new growth. So it's like mom spreading out her arms with us. That's like this to welcome us. And a lot of times we run at our moms and we grab them, give them a big hug and give her a big kiss. Many of our dancers, especially the shawl dancers, the traditional women dancers, they represent the mothers in the dance, and it's like this teepee. So when our mothers dance, we respect them, we stand up, we acknowledge our mothers. And basically that is the teaching of the teepee. Today we put this teepee up to make our young people, develop our people more awareness of what these things are. Ourselves here in Norway House, we did not really use, I guess in the past, did not really use teepees, but they had what they call wigwams. And wigwams were built along the same way, but they had logs, 4 logs in a conical shape, and then they had logs all around, and then they put mud around it, and that's where people lived. Those were more permanent. Those were more like winter shelters, and they were really warm. My grandmother, my late grandmother, she grew up in those in a wigwam many winters when she was a little girl. And basically that's the story of the teepee that I have for you guys. Okay?
Are you a dancer in this world? Do you walk the sun dance of life? But all you wanted was to be free. What I wanted was to be me. And it's hard, but you said it and you meant it. But would you keep on going? Carry the weight on your shoulder, on your shoulder. They say we're all the same in this world. Like red is red and white is white. And all you wanted was to be near. Then I close my eyes to you, to you. Sun dancer, carry the weight on your shoulder, on your shoulder, on your Are you a dancer in this world? Do you walk the sun dance of life?